Move on to the posterior part of the eye, right? So we're going to set all this aside, and we have this part, okay? And what we have here, this kind of sort of light brown right here, this is the retina, okay? And as you start to kind of slide it around, okay, and then if I try and pull on it, you're going to see it's attached. And where it's attached right there, that point right there is the blind spot. Why? Because look, flip this around. That is where the optic nerve forms. So in that area, there are no photoreceptors in the retina, all those rods and cones. Okay, but back here at the blind spot, this is where the optic nerve forms, and there are no photoreceptors, so we have no ability to see any image that might be projected back from there. Okay, so this is the retina. Okay, now this sort of shiny right here, this is something that is unique to a cow eye, well, and other animals, but cows have it, we don't, called the tapetum lucidum, and it allows cows, it's kind of this reflective surface, right? It allows cows to see better in darkness than we can, all right? So we don't have that. But what is underneath that, this sort of black right here, this is the choroid, which would contain the blood vessels and the, to provide nutrients to the eye. So we have the retina, the tapetum lucidum, and then we have this choroid. And right directly behind the choroid, this is the sclera, okay? So we have the choroid. It's a little hard to see here. So we have the choroid and then the sclera, okay? So what I'm going to try to do is label the best I can here, all right? So we used black for the optic nerve, so I am going to repeat that, okay? And I'm going to label the optic nerve, okay? And then what I'm going to do is, now the other things are sort of unique here. So what I want to do is in here, that is the retina. I'm going to label that with orange, okay? And I'm going to find the spot, right, where that retina becomes the optic nerve, where we have the blind spot. I'm going to put a blue one right there at the blind spot. See that? The blue one at the blind spot, okay? Then I am going to take this pink, okay, and I'm going to indicate this shiny part, that tapetum lucidum, okay? Green for the sclera. So what I'm going to try to do right on the outside here, because that is where it is, because we used green for sclera before. So green, that sclera on the outside. And then I will use red, which that's more appropriate for the blood vessels, to label this black, again, this choroid, okay, right there, all right? So this one just doesn't want to stick in, push that a little harder. Okay, all right, so what should I have labeled again? Let's kind of go through it. So blue for that blind spot, and then pink is that tapetum lucidum, which we do not have in our eyes, but cows do. And then you're going to want to just arrange this on the tray so you're going to be able to see all of those pins at once. So if I bring it closer, you can see I should be able to see all of those. The retina, the optic nerve, the sclera, the choroid, the tapetum lucidum, and then that blind spot. So I should be able to see them all at once, okay, and take a picture. Then you are going to remove all of those pins.